Yeah, with my Kermit hat on. I'm vlogging with my Kermit hat on, damn it.
Yeah, I was talking to Andre.
I promised you a vlog every week, didn't I?
Have you all done this gig?
Oops. So a lot of stuff's happening here recently. We are wrapping up tonight. We finally closed Frankenstein. I think I posted a couple weeks ago. We were really getting down to it, and we're done. We're done. I have a bit of footage from production and pre-production. I have no footage of the actual show just yet. We do have a show tonight. This is our last show. So I may try and grab some footage for you from the Square Room performances. That's not the theater in Harriman. I'll post some pictures. I'll gather them all up together, and I'll post some pictures later on our of our show in Harriman. But we're done for the most part. Load out tonight and take all the stuff back to the theater, and I'm done with Frankenstein. And it's about time because, let's face it, I want my life back, please. I can have sleep now, please. It's getting close to Disney. It is the last day of October today, so officially I have 2 months and 19 days before I start at Walt Disney World for my spring 2011 college program, and I'm psyched. I'm totally psyched. Because if you know me, you know I'm a Disney kid. And it's really bright. Let me see if I can darken that some. Because if you know me, you know I'm a Disney kid. And I love Disney. I was born in Florida, raised in Florida, visited the parks so frequently as a kid. And the magic really kind of sticks with you your entire life. And a lot of people go, you know, Peter Pan, princesses, Cinderella, Lion King, it's Disney. Well, yes, it's Disney, but the cool thing about Disney is no matter how old you are, you always feel like a kid when you go to their parks. Always. And it's always magical on some level. Even for me, and I know like 6 million things about the parks, my family hates taking me there because I'll spoil everything for them. I'll tell them how everything works because I've read it and I've researched it and I know. And they annoy that. They get annoyed by that. I am sick. I got sick at the end of last week, so officially sick at the end of our run in Harriman. My hair is green today. I don't know if this is showing up or not because I can't see through my sunglasses. I guess it is a little bit. My hair is green today. Don't worry, it's not permanent. It is just for Halloween. I'm not in costume because I am running tech for a show tonight, so I couldn't be in costume, so I figured at the very least I'll dye my hair green. I'll be in the booth. I'm not going on stage, so I'm not worried about it. So if anybody from Disney is watching this, don't worry, I am not coming down to you with fluorescent green hair. I'm coming down to you with blonde hair, and no more blue. The blue is gone too. I mentioned that a couple videos ago. It's gone. I cut it out, chopped it out, it's gone, gotten rid of. So we're ready to go. The semester is winding down. There's, I want to say 6 weeks left in the semester. Not very long. December 14th, if I do remember correctly, is the last day of exams. So, it's really going to be study time from here on out. So, all of my time just went back to being devoted to studying and reading. And the plays, I love plays, but they take so much from you. They're so draining in every bit of energy when you do one. And Frankenstein's a fair-sized production. We had, it was a unit set, I think. Yeah, it was a static set, a unit set that we used at Harriman. And again, when I get some pictures for you, Jessica is supposed to be sending me some via email, and when I get those pictures for you, I'll post them in a video so you can see the cool footage from the show that I did. And in case I haven't mentioned this to you before, I'm not sure if I have or not, I am the lighting designer for these shows. So my job involves figuring out what angles the light needs to be at, how much brightness there needs to be in each scene, what the look of the scene is going to be. And it's a pretty complicated job. I'll post a link in the doobly-doo below if you want to read up on what exactly a lighting designer does. It's a fun job. It's rewarding, stressful, very tiring, but it's always a fun job. I'm on my way to pick up Sarah, and then we are going to the Square Room, and we will get ready for tonight's performance. We're really kind of switching it up a little bit. We don't do just one show every night. We're actually doing 2 shows tonight, even though on the playbill and on the schedule it says 1. And I say that because the director has decided that before every show we're doing what's called barking. And for those of you who are outside of the theater world who don't know what that is, we have a mini sideshow, so to speak. It's Dr. Frankenstein's Evil Sideshow or something like that. I don't remember the title. It's a miniaturized version, a slight preview with some really cool things going on. I'll try and get some footage for you tonight as well of that. Fire breathers. We have a girl who walks on stilts. Morgan Henry, who plays Justine, sings in this preview, and she has an amazing voice. Morgan Henry. Again, I'll have to see if I can get some footage from the show tonight, because her voice is just amazing. And Simon Cowell, if you ever turn on my channel and see this episode, you may seriously want to consider her. I know you're no longer on American Idol. I don't really watch the show because I think you're an arrogant ass and I don't really like you, and you're the entire reason I stopped watching it. But if you could hook my friend up with some production contracts, I'd be really happy with you. So I think that's about it. I'm out of stuff for right now. Like I said, I'm going to take some more footage tonight at the Square Room, so I'll be back. Well, not really back. You're watching this in linear time, so I'll be flipping over to another frame here in a second. But we'll go to the Square Room. How about that? I'll say that instead. We'll just go to the Square Room. Works for you? Works for me. Cool. One of the really, really cool things about doing a show in the Square is we set up to actually do what we call Dr. Victor Frankenstein's Sideshow. And this is a really cool sideshow. We had a band, we had fire breathers, and just take a look. It's awesome.
We are about to unveil the creature's face. Don't puke!
My biggest problem about doing a show at the Square Room was the fact that the lighting at the Square Room is really based towards a concert audience. It's all LED lighting, and the problem is that really, really limits the theatrical style you can do your show in. Luckily, I think it came out rather well, better than I expected.
Now, careful, you're not seeing. Harry Mueller will be there for dinner. And the money, sir.
Now, it was the last show of the run, and even though it's still a show, it's the last show of the run. And as is tradition in theater, the last show always tends to be very loose in terms of the actors' lines. Take a look. This scene's pretty funny.
The stream is rushing from the storm, Henry. The wheel is turning well. We should have plenty of power.
Victor? Victor!
It's Elizabeth. Yes, Elizabeth, what is it?
Victor, what are you wearing?
Oh, it's fantasy night. You have to stop everything. No, there's no time for that. Catch the bag.
Do you want me to leave? Because I can leave. We can do this another time. All right,
Don't
if you
turn
say
down.
so.
The one cool thing about the Square Room is the lighting that it did have was really great for some effects. So I'm going to wrap it up with the last clip of the creature coming alive, and then we're going to call this vlog done. So I'll see you guys next week.